everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactually Savanah. So today I thought it would be fun to do the Disney Parks This or That challenge. I've seen a few this or that templates floating around on Instagram pages and Facebook pages and whatnot, and I decided to take 20 of my favorite battles to battle it out in this or that challenge. So with that said, let's begin. The first this or that is Magic Kingdom or Epcot. And you all know I have to go with Epcot because it's my favorite park, so it's going to be Epcot. The second is Hollywood Studios or Animal Kingdom. If you were to ask me 3 years ago, it'd probably be Hollywood Studios, but for now it'll be Animal Kingdom. I'm so excited that they open night hours for Animal Kingdom, and I cannot wait to see Pandora. So Animal Kingdom for this one. Now jumping into my favorite park, Epcot, the World Showcase or Future World. And this is kind of hard, but I'll have to go with the World Showcase just because I think it's so fun to be immersed in a different area as you walk along the World Showcase. And I guess you could say that Illuminations takes place in the World Showcase, even though it's the lagoon. So, World Showcase. The next is Toy Story Land or Pandora. And even though I've not been to either of these parts of the parks yet, just from looking at it and looking at videos and pictures and things, I'm going to go with Pandora just because it looks so cool. And I actually watched Avatar just when they announced that they were going to have Pandora in Animal Kingdom because I wanted to know what was going on so that when I go I'd know what all these different things mean. And so I watched Avatar because of Disney, and now I've absolutely fallen in love with it. So I am so excited to see Pandora. But the food in Toy Story Land looks amazing. Woody's Lunchbox looks really, really good. So I'm excited to try everything that Toy Story Land has to offer too. But for this or that, I'm going with Pandora. The monorail or ferry boats. So I've only been on the ferry boats to in between Hollywood Studios and Epcot, but I think I'm going to have to go with the monorail just because you all know I love the Contemporary, and just riding through the Contemporary on the monorail and seeing Magic Kingdom is so magical, so I'm going to go with the monorail. Jumping into some dining, we have Be Our Guest or Cinderella's Royal Table. And although I think the food at Be Our Guest is a little bit better than the food at Cinderella's Royal Table, I'm going to have to go with Cinderella's Royal Table just because of the ambiance and the fact that you're in Cinderella's castle. It's so, so magical. And continuing with the dining, we have 50s Primetime Cafe or the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater in Hollywood Studios. And I'm going to have to go with 50s Primetime just because I love the whole storyline behind it and the fact that all the servers play it up and have fun with you. It's really fun. Moving on to some parades and entertainment, we have the Festival of Fantasy Parade or the Move It, Shake It, Dance It, and Play It Parade. I had to look down to see what it was called exactly. And I know that there are some very strong opinions about both of these parades, but I'm going to go with Festival of Fantasy. You guys already know that I love Festival of Fantasy, and the song could just loop in my head all day long, so Festival of Fantasy for sure. Next, in the entertainment section, we have Dream Along with Mickey or Mickey's Royal Friendship Faire, and I've witnessed both of these, so I have first-hand experience with both of these. And I'm going to have to say Mickey's Royal Friendship Faire just because it has Tiana in it, and you guys know how much I love Tiana, and the costumes for Mickey's Royal Friendship Faire are amazing. So definitely Murph or Mickey's Royal Friendship Faire. Next we have Fantasmic or the Star Wars fireworks in Hollywood Studios. I'm going to go with Fantasmic just because it has so much nostalgia, and I don't know, I love Fantasmic. I think it's just like a classic Disney entertainment show. So Fantasmic for sure. Plus I'm not really into Star Wars all that much, so it's kind of like a default for me that it's going to be Fantasmic, but I do love Fantasmic. The next is Wishes or Happily Ever After, and I've never seen Happily Ever After in the parks. I've only seen videos of it and listened to the song many a time. So I'm going to go with Wishes just because I've seen Wishes so many times, and the experience of seeing Wishes holds so many memories in for me, so it's going to be Wishes. It may change when I see Happily Ever After in person, so I'll keep you posted. Next we have some Adventureland attractions duking it out, and it's Pirates of the Caribbean or Jungle Cruise. And this is kind of hard. Neither of these attractions are my top Magic Kingdom attractions where I have to go to one of them or else my whole day is ruined. But I'll probably say Pirates of the Caribbean just because it's so cool in there and it's a nice reprieve from the hot Florida days. And the water, I know everyone talks about the water, but the water smells so good. So it's going to be Pirates, but the jokes on John Hoover Cruise are hilarious and very funny, and so I relate. But Pirates of the Caribbean. Next we have Splash Mountain or Cali River Rapids. And although you get wet on both of these rides, I'm going to have to go with Splash Mountain just because it's my favorite attraction in the whole entire park. I couldn't really think of a lot of merchandise, this or that, so I came up with the Emporium or Mouse Ears, and both of these stores have like weird memories for me in them, so it was it's difficult to choose, but I'm going to go with the Emporium just because it's in Magic Kingdom, and it's just like a classic merchandise store. Next we have a battle between the mountains. We have Big Thunder Mountain and Space Mountain, and this is kind of hard because I love all of the mountain rides in the parks, but I'm probably going to go with Big Thunder Mountain just because I love Frontierland, and I think the wildest ride in the wilderness is a great time. So, Big Thunder Mountain for me. And for a little Toy Story battle, we have Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin or Toy Story Midway Mania, and I'm probably going to go with Buzz's Space Ranger Spin just because I've been on it more. I've only gone on Midway Mania like maybe 5 times, and all of the times that I've been to Disney World, so who knows, it may change, but for now it's going to be Buzz's Space Ranger Spin. Once again, another one in Magic Kingdom. And next for a snack we have Mickey Ice Cream Bar or a Dole Whip. So when I get Dole Whips, I don't get the classic Dole Whip, I get like the Orange Bird version with the orange and vanilla swirl. So if it was that versus the Mickey Bar, I'd be getting that, but since this is Mickey Bar versus actual Dole Whip, I'm going to go with the Mickey Bar just because I prefer the vanilla ice cream over the pineapple. And for a little spooky action, we have Haunted Mansion or Tower of Terror. And I'm a big thrill ride person, so I'm going to go with Tower of Terror just because it's so thrilling and scary. So next we have the classic ear hats or the mini bow headbands. And I'm going to go with the mini bow headbands just because I wear them more often, and I don't know, I feel like they're easier to pair with looks and to take them on and off for rides without like messing up your hair and everything. So I'm going to go with the mini ear headbands. Plus I really like the styles that have been coming out lately for the mini ear headbands, so definitely those. Next we have the bubblegum wall versus the purple wall, and I have not actually been in the park since the wall trend has started, so I haven't taken pictures with either of these, but the one that kind of matches my aesthetic most is the purple wall, so I'm looking forward to getting down there and seeing what all the hype is about with all these walls. And finally we have Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon. And I've been to both of these, so this is like a fair playing field, but I'm going to have to go with Blizzard Beach just because I love the theming and I love all the water slides there, so definitely Blizzard Beach. And with that, we've come to the end of our Disney Parks This or That challenge. I want to thank Mariana for helping me come up with some of these questions and this or that duels, so I'll leave all her information in the description down below. And I'm also going to leave all of the questions down in the description, and if you decide to do this challenge, please tag me in it. I'd love to see it. And that's it, so I'll see you real soon. Bye! What's that called? I don't know. Oh, safaris? That's not right. It's not right. Blizzard Beach versus we have Toy Story Midway. Blah, blah, blah.